to be like the best of webcams, and it's supposed to automatically adjust my exposure. Well, if it does automatically adjust it, it automatically adjusts it to ass. So
It's set, right?
Should we bump him out and bring him back in, Susan?
Yeah, I'm gonna try that now.
ma'am, should I try to fix my exposure, or should I pay attention to the show?
If you're clever, you can do both.
I suck at both. Hey, anything. Oh, I see him now, but he's frozen again, I think. Any updates on the event, Brian?
What do you mean?
You know, like they've realized someone cheated, or the crown prince's prize checks bounced, or just anything. Just something fun. Sarah actually, we found out, was holding back because someone bribed her to throw the event. I don't know.
None of those things. I slept 14 hours yesterday.
Oh, dude! Wow. How many times do you pee on a trip like that? On a sleep like that?
Hey guys.
There he is.
Look, there he is. Hey, could you hear us before, Lazar?
Yes. Come on. Can you say my name correctly once?
No, I cannot. What? Help me. Help a brother out.
It's Lazar.
Lazar.
Yeah.
Lazar.
I was teaching you before.
Lazar. I know, but I'm old, dude. Are you? What do you think about this whole thing with the working out for the prince? This is some like prehistoric shit you guys did.
Like we were some kind of gladiators.
Yes.
He was watching.
Yes.
It was nice.
Yeah, it's cool. Did you get to see him?
Yes.
And did you shake his hand?
Yes.
Is he beautiful? He looks beautiful on his Instagram, like a prince out of the movies.
He looks like a normal dude. He's just like really important. Yes, that's.
Oh, that's him. Was he ever on the floor?
He usually comes on the floor for the podium picture at the end.
Okay, so that was Saud on the floor. The other times that I was mistaking it as the prince. Oh shit.
Saud's in the white. He's the competition director.
Oh man.
What?
Josh Bridges is like, where are you at?
Oh, because it's 8:00 his time.
Yeah, it's 8:00 his time. Awesome. I'm on my podcast.
Have him jump in.
Lazar. Oh yeah. You can jump in if you want.
He can come replace me. I can go play disc golf.
So sorry. Did we lose? Oh wait, we lost.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry. Internet in hotel is not very good.
That's okay. I was taking care of some domestic duties. I was texting some friends when you vanished. Oh no! This is the second time we fucked up the podcast with Josh Bridges.
See what happens when you guys just go on rogue scheduling without me there. And I put him on the invite too, with a calendar invite. So
that hurts my feelings. He said he wants to kill me. Check your calendar invite. Check your calendar. Do
you get a lot of messages daily about people wanting to kill you?
No.
Just the old daily death threat. That's all.
So let's start at the beginning. How do you end up Lazar?
Hey, I will take it.
Someone else needs to say his name a bunch of times, because I need to learn to say his name perfect so people think we're friends. So tell me how this whole thing starts. How do you get the invite? How do you end up in Dubai? What happens? Email? I mean, it's impossible to get a hold of you.
Well, it's an email, and I think this year for Dubai was they didn't want to invite like maybe the biggest names, but they wanted to make it like a reunion,
Okay.
of friends of the competition. Okay. I think all the guys that were competing, that were invited the first time, were competitors in the years before. So yeah, that's about it. But then some guys declined their invite, and then some other guys got invited. So yeah, that's about it.
Are you in the first round of invites? Are you that important, or do you have to wait until some people decline?
I was the second invite, just behind Ricky.
Oh, awesome. How was Ricky? Did you get a chance to talk to Ricky?
Yes. He was a really nice guy.
He's pleasant to be around, huh?
Yes. And he can take a joke, he can give a joke, and he's a really nice guy.
That's a good quality.
Mm-hmm.
When you get the invite, do you accept right away, or do you have to think about it? Or is it just like you see it and you just write back, yes, thank you?
For me, it was just, yes, thank you, I'm coming.
And
He's already put out on his Instagram, see you next year.
oh, nice. You did?
He's proactive.
Lazar.
Thank you, Matt. Lazar, why do you think that what we're hearing basically is if they invite you and you say no, you don't get the invite again? Is that correct? Not you personally, but we heard that that's why Tia and Justin didn't get invited, because they one time said no, and therefore they won't get invited back. He froze again. He froze.
Well,
It's pretty amazing when he freezes how good he looks. We haven't caught him freezing in a weird spot.
That's right. He looks good.
That's actually true. I was on a phone call with Matt O'Keefe yesterday, and he froze up, and it looked like, have you ever seen when the blood vessels are all popping out of your face? It's like he was deathly sick. It's like the most unfortunate one, but
I hope you
opposite,
I hope you screenshotted that.
I don't know about with Justin Medeiros, but I'm pretty confident they didn't invite Tia because they knew she was going to be training for bobsled at this time of the year, which she's pretty much fully committed to.
And sort of how this did you hear the question, Lazar?
No.
Basically, if you say no, do you not get invited back again? I heard they're pretty strict on that stuff. Or if you offend them even a little bit, you're toast.
How it goes.
Yeah. Because I had a friend who was a world champion jiu-jitsu guy. He went there. He won the world championships. He said the event was the best event he had ever been to. But then afterwards, the prince invited him to dinner. I don't know if it's the same prince. And instead, he went out with some friends, and then he wasn't invited back ever again because he didn't do the dinner. And I was like, wow, that's...
I actually tried to come back to the country one time, was turned away.
Is that you? Is that your story?
No, I'm just embellishing.
Oh, when I flew into, did he freeze again?
Damn. Yes.
Well, whenever he comes back, ask him about. We got to ask him about his brother's invite, because I think that Luka was already committed to compete in, or had planned on competing at Wodapalooza. But then when enough people had declined, they invited him to come, which I thought was great. And he had to then make the decision that we've been talking about and for a month or so of, will people do both Wodapalooza and Dubai when they're only a few weeks apart?
Okay, so I got to get that question in right away, as soon as we see him. We only have 30-second windows to talk to him. Hey, why don't people just start blaming me in the comments for this, you jackasses?
They will. Stand by.
So Brian, overall, now that you've got a chance to sleep on the competition, any new feelings pop up? Any thoughts? Oh no, you don't get to say anything.
I heard the question.
Okay.
And a couple of people declined, and Luka got an invite, and from my stories, he heard this competition is very good, very, very well organized, and he just accepted right away.
Yeah, we hear they treat you like rock stars, that it's top quality.
What?
The competition, the director, yes. The host, that they host yes. You guys very nicely.
Yes, they treat us very nicely, and it's perfectly organized, and workouts are nice, and they try to make it special. So I like it very much.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
When you and Luka are competing in the same competition, I'll just kind of put this in context. When I play disc golf with my brother, I pretty much know I'm going to lose, but I always tell him I'm going to win. Does he do that to you?
No. No, we don't do that to each other. It's really stressful, even though.
He was gonna say it's really Do you want me to answer for you, Lazar? Lazar? What's the guy? Is there a Lazar in the Bible?
Lazarus.
Lazarus. Can we just call him Lazarus? Is that who he's named after?
What's this Lazarus?
Lazarus? You say his name, Brian. Do you even try to say it? Let me hear you say it.
The emphasis is on the first syllable. Lazar.
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 I think.
When people say stuff like that to me, I'm too dumb for that. Like to affect. Like people will ask me that. When you say your name seven? Where's the emphasis? I'm like, I don't know. Lazar.
But that's hard to know. Like, that was what I was trying to tell you about Finnish names. This woman actually took the time to send me a video, like a voice fit breakdown of all the Finnish names and the emphasis on being on the first
Am
syllable.
I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Good.
So like everyone says Joona Koski's name wrong. It's not Joona. It's Jone.
Yone.
I got my name from my grandfather had the same name, and in Serbia you get your name by your grandfather, or yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
Are you the oldest brother then? Like the oldest brother would get the grandfather's name?
Yes.
And then for Luka, was it another relative or was just whatever your parents wanted?
I gave him.
I wonder what the deal is with the connection, because his picture is great. It makes no sense that it keeps going out. Maybe he needs to switch locations, like stand in the elevator. I wonder what's going to happen with Josh right now if I'm gonna do the podcast with Josh at 8 a.m.
Hey, just send him the link for this episode.
Lazar, I guess I could, and he could save it. Let me.
Man, this is the first time we've had this bad of a internet connection problem, though. Usually it works pretty well.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, I'm on the podcast with Lazar, and it
Yeah.
keeps freezing. So you're live on my podcast right now. Are you really mad at me?
No, I'm not mad. No.
Are we still going to do it in 45 minutes?
Yep. Yeah, you're good. I just was like, I was more mad at myself. I was like, fuck.
I
I wanted to like woke up at 7:30 for my alarm. I was like, I just wish I could sleep for another hour.
You can
I was
just
No,
count
we-
sevens. Picture like punching me in the face. 1.
Souza, check the
Sorry,
most
dude.
recent comment
That was bad.
and post it up here. It's from his,
Okay,
I think
well,
it's his girlfriend.
I have a lot of
Sounds good.
I have a lot of penetrating questions for you. I'll see you
Melissa?
in 40 minutes.
Anja.
Penetrating. I
Yes.
like it.
Okay. Bye. Okay, I'm still on with
This,
Josh.
I think this is his girlfriend, and they're going to try to relocate to the lobby, it sounds like.
Anja. Oh, that's the girl in France. God, this guy lives a good life. How about her? She has a dude who just works on his body all the time.
Yeah, her Instagram, he always tags her. It's like Ninja, like NJAAA or something like that. She's a good support for him for sure at these competitions.
Do you remember when we talked to Sarah about having a boyfriend, and she was so sweet the way she said it? She said, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but I'd love to have a boyfriend. I just can't find a guy who can just take zero attention.
Anya, the J is like a Y.
And someone should jump on that. Someone who just wants to just shower just Sarah with attention, doesn't need anything back. Hey. Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We need to ask you something really good since we only have you in 15 seconds. Tell me about how you took that huge lead. No, that wasn't you. That was Ricky. Tell me about your favorite event. Tell me about your favorite event. No. Okay, no. Sorry. Tell me this. How did the women fuck it up so bad? What happened in that? When you were up there at the top, did you see? Oh shit, that's where Michaela Norman made a wrong turn. What happened up there? It's supposed to be a mile race and it's 200 yards. Did she do that on purpose? How did that happen?
So, which question do you want me to answer?
The last one. I want to know how the event got all sideways. That girls' event.
Okay, so
I mean, it didn't bother us. We liked it short, but
it was funny because you had two left turns. First one was about 300 meters up, and the second one was about 400 meters up. and they said you go up and you need to go left, and that was the first logical solution, and the girls just took it because they said go to the yellow thing, and there's yellow thing on the first left, so I would take it if I didn't know they did it wrong. So
you give her a pass.
yeah, I would give her a pass. Yeah, it was very confusing.
Why do you think they didn't walk you guys through the course? Like, don't they usually do that at competitions?
It's really steep and it's uphill. It's about 400 meters uphill and then 400 meters down, I would say.
So they didn't want to walk up the hill.
No, yeah.
Because they think it would have taxed you guys a little bit? They think it would have taken some energy off of you?
No, I don't think so. It was just I think they thought it's logical, but it really wasn't. So yeah, they then made sure we are going the right way.
And so the first two girls, the first two women's heats, I guess the only two women's heats, they did the shorter course, but the men did the full course.
Yes.
And how was it running out there on that snow? Were you sure-footed, or every step you're like, man, this could be my last, I could go down?
First of all, I think that event was not healthy. Like mall temperature is around 25, 30 degrees. Not that much, but around 20, 25. And then when you go inside, it's -2
Celsius. Yep.
Celsius. And it's like 25 degrees difference. And immediately when you finish a workout, you go outside and you start coughing like.
Oh, it was longer than 15 seconds.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. And what I really like is that he's got Anya sending us like she lets us know what's going on behind the scenes while we lose connection with him. I mean, it's about the nicest way you can lose connection. Did they cut checks yesterday? So those people got money. So Roman and Laura went home with $50K each.
More than that, because there were payouts for second and third place in events.
I wonder how much that translates for Roman. Do you know where Roman lives? Does he live in a place where $50K is like a lot of money? Like for me, that pays my water bill.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to get a little bit more out of it than the water bill.
You know what I think it is?
Yeah,
it's about Dubai video policy. It's we can do Zoom maybe. I think we can go Zoom for sure, but this I think it will keep disconnecting me.
Because you're in a kingdom.
Yeah.
We're almost in a kingdom here in the United States. Those guys better watch out. No one's going to go to Dubai anymore. We're almost in a kingdom. We got a sweet king and queen right now. They're laying down the law here. Hey, how was travel there? Was it easy?
Easy.
And are you baby like me? Like if they tell you to put on a mask, do you get all like uptight and shit, or are you just cool?
No, cool. I kind of got used to it.
Yeah, you flow. You're handling your business. And do you feel good leaving this event? Like you can still be the best in the world?
Yes.
It's not demoralizing not taking first place.
No.
You looked better than you did at the games. I don't know how much better, but you look like you're still getting better. Are you better?
Yes. Definitely, because I'm more all around. At the games, I was way weaker. My engine was a bit better, but I need to sacrifice a little bit to get better all around.
What about that 225 for 15 reps? Did you plan on attacking that and doing that unbroken?
I'm able to do it unbroken, but after 9 rope climbs in a minute, it's kind of not that easy.
Yeah, we were still, at least I was still really, really impressed with how you guys did on that. I mean, it was nuts. I thought you guys would have to do like onesies.
It was really impressive to me that we did sub 4. Me,
Well,
Ricky, and Roman, we did it sub 4 minutes.
And
Which is-
Adler. Gotta-
Did he? Yeah, I think he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
just second behind me.
right.
I think it's those kind of workouts, and correct me if I'm wrong, that doing them live really helps. Like like if you do that one at home, maybe you break it up an extra 1 or 2 times, but there you're like, all right, here we go.
Definitely, because the 9 rope.
All right, so now we know if you
Yeah.
want to talk to when we interview the Prince, he's got to jump on a VPN.
Yeah, no, this is a real thing. When I communicate with the guys in Dubai, you have to be very strategic about setting stuff like this up.
Is using a VPN, is that legal? I'm sure it's frowned upon, right?
I'm not sure, but we've, like he said, we've when I have had video calls with him, which is very infrequently, it's on Zoom.
Oh, you know what we can do? We can give him a phone number.
And just have him call in.
I'll give you a phone number.
It dramatically decreases the quality of the video, so then everyone has to look at us, but at least we can hear him.
Yeah, let me see.
Just run shots of his Instagram the whole time.
How do I do that? I'll give him the Sevon podcast phone number. I don't even know that number. No one else better call in. Well, don't call this number.
You need the number? No way.
Don't call this number. I just have to. It's only.
I just could have texted it to him.
928-583-3903. Okay. That's that. Oh, now I can't take that number down. Oh, shit.
You want me to do it?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. If you cannot run a successful podcast on your own, which you probably can, because anyone can, but if you can't, you should go to barbelljobs.com and get a job. To over 200,000 downloads last week. Did you see that? Matt?
Yeah.
Just on iTunes. That's pretty cool. Sevon, it's going to be very expensive for him as we cannot use WhatsApp in Dubai. No, isn't it free? Oh, here he comes. Hey,
I'm now using VPN, so let's see.
oh shit! Wow, you're good. Sevon, why isn't John on the podcast? Too many people. He was groomed enough this week. Too many people. Maybe he is on the podcast. Is he in the comments right now? I think he's training. I think he trains.
What was the last question? Sorry. About pushing the workout in training and
training versus thanks for getting the podcast back in line. Thank you.
It was my prediction was around 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah,
and we did it way faster. So like that push from the competition, you can't really do that in training.
What do you think about this? 4 events on the final day, and your times on those events were 4:21, 3 minutes, 4:24, and 3:58.
I don't know what to say. Most of the guys said that there are too many sprints there, but there were too many sprints in the games, in the rogue, so I guess it's going that way.
Well, I've been noticing this too, and it feels like there's been this year, especially, a lot of workouts in the 3 to 10 minute time domain. But in your case, I think people would think about you as an aerobic athlete. Like if we're going to say he's an aerobic specialist, gymnast, or strength, we'd say aerobic. And yet here you are in a competition where most of the workouts are 5 minutes, and you're finishing second place. You got to feel good about that.
Yes, I feel really good about it, and I think I would have much better, like much more points if I did some stuff the other way. So I feel pretty good about that. Second place, Roman was too good at this time, but I'll make sure I give him more trouble when I see him.
Is the last time you competed against him 2 years ago in Dubai?
Yes.
And I mean, look, we don't get to see him very often. Did you notice anything different about him?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. I was gonna say we don't get to see him in live competition very often either. Did you notice anything different about him, either from appearance or on the floor?
Yes. Last time he had 93 kilos. Now he has 103 kilos.
So it's like 25 pounds.
And it's obvious when you're standing next to him, you can see it.
Yes. He's huge.
Yeah.
You know how Tola is a big guy?
Yeah.
He's bigger than Tola.
Tola's probably gone the other way. He's probably lost 5 kilos.
Yes. Yes. He told me he lost like 5 kilos.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can you talk to Roman at all, or there's too much of a language barrier?
I can understand a little bit, and he can understand a little bit of Serbian. I can understand a little bit of Russian, but he has a translator. So he's really nice guy, and he's really funny. Even though you have that language barrier, you can see he's nice and he likes to joke. So, yeah.
Did you get any sense that he's really bummed about not being able to come to the United States and compete in the games?
I didn't see that here. No.
So he's still happy that he gets to compete somewhere and showcase his talents.
Yes, and I think this was the CrossFit Games for him.
Right. Okay. Brian mentioned that your brother might be going to Wadapalooza. Are you going to Wadapalooza?
No. I'm not going, and I don't know if he's gonna go. So it's too many competitions in a row, and it's not gonna be good for me if I continue competing. I need to get more strong. So I need to focus on my weaknesses until semifinals. So it's gonna you're gonna see me up at the semifinals, first live competition. I hope.
Can I? So obviously this offseason you've made the switch over to the Mayhem Athlete track, and so has Guimaeros. But I would guess that you guys have pretty different things that you're focusing on this offseason.
Yes,
basically opposite things. How does that work? Like, do you guys have some programming that overlaps, or is it totally separate?
We have some similarity in our programs, but now that he's in Cookville, he's mostly following what Rich is doing, and I'm doing what Facundo says. So we're not doing the same thing, but I think we overlaps in some workouts, but not too many of them, I think.
Will you be spending time in Tennessee?
Yes, probably for the games prep or maybe the semifinals prep, depending on how I, and if my semifinals will be live, then I will probably not go before. But if my semifinals is online, I'll probably do it from Cookville. So we'll see.
Do you have a preference?
I would like it to be live.
You would, even though it would mean you could just come to the United States and just stay here until the games? That wouldn't be easier for you?
No, it would be. I'm performing better in the live competition. I think, but even last year I did solid in the online competitions, but I think I'm better in live thing.
And I just think almost all of the athletes would rather do a live competition.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it might maybe.
Wait, no. I think he just said that wrong. I think do you really mean that? You don't think so? You think they like online?
I think some of the athletes like online because online you can just predict the stuff, like the movements. You're not gonna do something. You're not gonna swim in a online competition. You're not gonna run 5 kilometers. You're not gonna do something crazy. But and also some people do better on their own. So I think some people would choose online over live competition. Yeah.
Wow. I would say the people who would prefer the online competition are people that I'm not worried about if they do make it to the CrossFit Games.
And I think some guys made it to the CrossFit Games. I know the name. I know some names that would but I will leave it to myself.
It seems like by preferring online competitions, it's just weird to me because it's like this podcast. If I knew no one listened, I wouldn't do the podcast. And so part of doing competing is because you want to get out there and show the world your talents, what you've been working on. And it seems like a miss to want to do it online.
Yes, and you have much more opportunity in live competition to get sponsors, to get viewed by people, to earn more money, to represent yourself, your personality, because everywhere now there are some media coverages, there are YouTube guys coming, like there is stuff, and you will get more recognized, more.
Did you have someone? Did you guys have someone specifically following you this week?
Yes, there was Craig from Team Richie.
Mm-hmm.
He was not specifically following me, but he was giving like media space to all of the athletes. So yeah, he did good job.
See that comment there?
Hey, coach.
I'm not talking shit, but the leaps the show has made since the games is insane. Thank you. And congrats to Lazar, top 5 favorite athlete. So that means there's 4 people he likes better than you. When will you go back? When will you go back to Cookeville? Well,
sorry, I forgot. I need to give a shout out to my very good friend Josie. Yeah.
That's what I was
just said. It was at the same time. Yeah, Josie is the man, and he made some sick content. So yeah.
That's what I thought you were gonna say at first, and I was just trying to give him a plug. You almost forgot him.
No, I didn't. Like they are working together, Craig and Josie. So it's
that guy's Armenian, right?
I don't know. I think yes. He has some.
Just say yes. It'll make Savon's day.
Yeah, I think I want to look. Is that his Instagram handle at Life of Josie?
Yeah, Life of Josie. Yeah, that's the guy.
He's probably not as well known as Craig Ritchie, but this guy grinds hard. He goes to a lot of competitions and he puts out a lot of content for the athletes.
Yes, he's. I think he still doesn't have any YouTube channel, but maybe he will make it or something. And for his from where he is, he's from Belgium, but I don't know where his origins are from.
Yeah, he's Armenian. I'm looking at his Instagram. Did you speak with Laura Horvat at all during the weekend? And what's that like talking to her in person?
I didn't really talk to her very much since we were separated. Even the buses were men and like girls and guys. It was separated, and then they were going like before us, and they were warming up when we were not in the warm-up area. But we saw each other in the hotel, and she's very nice. She's always smiling. She's a great girl.
Did you speak to her? Did you speak to her brother at all, Christoph?
Yeah, I know Christoph very well since Belgian Throwdown 3 years ago. So, yeah, I was talking to him. Yeah, he's also a great guy.
This is the girl we're talking about. This is the girl that you said was friendly. She was friendly.
Yes.
This one?
Yeah, she was friendly.
That's the same girl right there.
Yeah.
All right, just checking. I just wanted to verify. And that's the first place trophy she got.
Yeah.
What's yours look like?
Same, just silver.
And by the way, this picture was taken by Joseph, Life of Josie. Joseph.
By Josie, yeah.
What do you call him when you talk to him? Do you call him Joseph or Josie?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, this guy is Armenian as it gets. This
Am
guy
I here?
is. Say that again.
Am I?
You're here.
Am I in the show?
Yeah, you're in the show. Well, you guys, look at him. Look at him. Let me tell you, this is what an Armenian dude looks like. Look at that.
It's a good picture of him.
That's a happy Armenian guy. Like he just ate a plate of baklava.
That's a tired Armenian guy.
Yeah, dude, those media guys, they don't sleep a lot during competition weeks.
He's 2 weeks away from having
he slept
a full...
like 2 hours last couple of last nights. Yeah.
And any soreness? How are you? Like when you check your body, you're like, okay.
I'm very good, very good. I trained twice today, actually. I swam and I did some bodybuilding. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to move, but I felt worse yesterday than I am today because first day we did this awful workout in the skiing and running that took big toll on our bodies, I think. And then this 60 sandbag cleans, that was just that took our souls, I think.
I'm actually about to do that workout after this podcast, so you would recommend not doing it?
Like, you can do it, but just 60 sandbag cleans, it's too much.
What weight were those? Were those 150?
70 kilos, yeah, 150.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, I will not be using that weight.
Hey,
and Luka throw a little like a little something to the guys. He said he will start with 10 unbroken. And everybody's like, are we supposed to do unbroken? Are we supposed to do unbroken? So,
No.
no.
Going back to that first event, so basically what you're saying is that when you change your temperature by 20 degrees Celsius instantaneously when you're breathing hard, that it's not good for your lungs. You think you may have gotten like some condensation, mold, mildew. Like it's just like, hey man, this shit just isn't good to do this to your lungs.
Yeah.
Like there needs
just
to be some
wasn't good.
decompression and some transition.
I don't know, but it was really when we finished those two workouts, everybody was coughing like crazy. So yeah,
Even guys like Roman or Kristen Holta who train in cold weather sometimes.
I'm not sure because I was sitting next to some other guys. He was really like not close to me at that time, but yeah, everybody that I was close to was either got sore throats or coughing or something. So yeah.
And really, is there anyone who trains in a colder situation than Lazar?
I was training. I was preparing for Dubai in -2.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we had you on the podcast, you told us about the barn. It sounds absolutely miserable.
My home gym, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cold.
Yeah. And how's are you still? Do you have the girlfriend in France still?
Yes, she actually. I have about 35 more minutes until 8:15 because I promised her a date. So
Good man.
I only have 12. I only have 12 minutes because I promised Josh Bridges at 8. So man,
I'm okay with that.
You know, Lazar, you were saying that.
Look at this who will jump into the podcast right now.
oh yeah, Ricky, what's up, playa? Good to see you, Ricky.
Oh,
You gotta get that guy next.
Sevan said, "Good to see you."
What a handsome man.
You know,
Yeah, he's taking his girl to the date, and his coach also, and his coach. So yeah. We earned some money, now we need to spend it. So yeah,
His girlfriend is his coach.
yeah. This is another athlete jumping.
Yeah,
in.
Tolo, what's up, playa? Hey, you don't need that mask, buddy. Ditch the mask. All right.
Yeah. They wanted to
Do
give
that
me
one.
one. I said no. Like the guys at the reception, I said no.
Sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Ricky's girlfriend is not his coach. He's being coached by Justin Kotler now, which is
Yeah,
that guy
Justin
who
Kotler
just and who also coaches Tola, and so they're all going out today.
Yes, they just left.
When you stay, how long do you get to stay there?
In Dubai?
Yeah, like when they invite you there, like, do they want you to leave today, or are you allowed to stay a couple extra days?
No. For Serbians, we need visa, and it's 30 days visa since the day of entrance. So I can basically stay until like 13th next month, but I'm leaving on Wednesday. So
Do you stay in the same hotel room that you're in, or do you have to switch hotel rooms?
no, I'm staying in the same hotel room. We got a good deal from Dubai CrossFit Championship, and like the guys that are owning or whatever, they are really supportive, and we have our own menu in the restaurant next to the gym, and like they're moving breakfast because we needed to be in the ski in the mall around 6 a.m. and breakfast doesn't start until 6 a.m. and they moved it to start in 4:30. So yeah, it was they're making athletes feel
Very, very accommodating for you guys.
yeah.
I like what
And
this.
it's really 150 meters from the tennis stadium. So between workouts you can go back and forth.
Oh, that is nice. I like what this girl wrote. We should get Ricky on the podcast. Yes, we should. You're awesome.
He will say yes, I think.
So basically, that's nice. So you didn't ever have to get in a car.
No.
You just that is fantastic.
Yeah, the setup there is great. The hotel basically connects to a tennis stadium, and then if they ever go off site, they get buses for the athletes, so they don't have to worry too much about anything.
Yes, but if you want to go sightseeing or you want to go wherever, you need a car, and it's 20 minutes drive wherever you go.
But you don't have to leave. Everything you need is right there.
Everything you need is there, but you want to see something while in Dubai.
Yeah.
Can I ask
Go
you,
ahead,
you were saying that now Luka's done this competition, and a few weeks later he may not even want to do Wadapalooza. But on the other side, you have a guy like Yorgos Karovis. He competed last weekend and then competed this weekend in Dubai. I mean, is that crazy to you?
No. I think he saw big opportunity to win good money, and he went for it in Madrid. And then he came to Dubai. My opinion was that he came just for the reason you explained in the at the start, just to be invited next time if it was invitations.
Sure.
I don't think anybody can do. So he did competition Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He traveled on Monday and rested Monday, Tuesday, and competed Wednesday.
Yeah.
So no, competed Thursday again. So 3 days rest, and he competed two competitions separated by 3 days, which is
he actually did very well.
100%.
He did very well at Dubai, considering that. When I found out he was competing the weekend before, I dropped him down my rankings a bit, but he finished 7th. He was only a few points out of 5th.
Yeah, he was good, and the workouts were good for him, and he's a very good guy. I have kind of a thing with him. He beat me 2 years ago in Athens Throwdown by 1 point, and it was so annoying to me. So yeah, I'll remember that.
Lazar, how much is the prize money for second place?
$30K.
And is that
No
like
tax?
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Wow. And that's really nice. Like, you're happy with that. That's like, oh, thank God.
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you, if you don't mind me asking, how do you spend your money? What do you do with it?
I don't really spend it. I just I'm saving it for the future.
So basically, just to give you more runway. Everything is just to keep chasing the dream. And what is the end goal?
I don't know. Retire at 35 and have enough money to start a business, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see along the way.
And do you end in Serbia, or do you go to France to be with your girlfriend, or do you come to
my
Cookville
girlfriend is just studying there now, but I think she wants to work from Serbia. We'll see. I'm not. I'm okay with living anywhere in the world as long as I'm happy with that place. So.
She's Serbian?
Yes, she's Serbian.
Oh, okay. You met her in Serbia and then she went to France?
Yes, I was a coach in a CrossFit box, and she was the only member coming 9 a.m. And I didn't really like her for that. I was like, I hope I will sleep. And she comes in a yellow, how do you call this thing for rain?
Okay.
It was
Poncho.
rainy. And she was coming like she looked like a chick, like
oh yeah, like a baby
So,
chicken.
yeah,
Yes. Tweety bird, like Tweety bird.
She was cute, yes, but annoying that I couldn't rest. So yeah, we became very good friends at first, and then it just evolved into a relationship. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's smart. It sounds like it's easy. This is what she looked like here, like one of these.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Speaking of France, Willy Georges is back now, and
Yes.
obviously he made a big impact his first year at the games. He's had a few setbacks, but it's pretty competitive amongst the men in Europe. Is it nice to have him back in there, or is that like another guy now on your radar? They're like, man, I have to watch out for him.
No, I'm not really worried about anybody. I'm worried about myself. I know what I need to do to be the best in Europe and then in the world possibly. So I'm not really looking at that way. I'm just like focusing on myself. But I'm really glad Willy is back, and I'm really impressed with what he's done this weekend, especially him beating me in some workouts that were really like my wheelhouse. I would never say he would be really close to me in this running ski workout, and he was just 1 second behind. And
then he got you on the second one.
Then he got me on the second one, which I'm not surprised. I'm a long distance runner, not a sprinter. But then he beat me on muscle ups with injured shoulder, which is very impressive. And
I think that I put a little post up on my Instagram story about it, but I felt like he just slid under the radar a little bit. Everyone was talking about Ricky and Sarah coming back, but this was a big deal for him too. So I'm glad that you recognize that.
And I got a chance when I was in France at my girlfriend's place to visit him. He's living really close to Strasbourg, where Anya is living. So we got to spend some time together, and we didn't train together, but we hung out, and he's a really good guy and really funny, and he's nice to be around with.
But before we go, I got a couple more minutes. Lazar, tell me about this transition. Tell me what workout 13, or maybe Brian can tell us what workout 3 is. You went from 15th to 1st. Tell me about your headspace in between that. Like when you take a 15th, are you pissed? Are you bummed? And then tell me, is that what motivates you to get first? Can you tell me about that?
I wanted. I can't explain how angry I was and disappointed after event 15. It was lifting event, and I decided I'm strong.
That was the clean. That was the clean event. And you took 15th place in it. Okay.
Clean and jerk.
Yep. You had to pick 2 weights.
Yes, you had to pick 2 weights, and it was 50% minimal work requirement, or you get disqualified, and you then don't earn any money. So everybody needed to be smart, and I knew I can open with. If it was 1 year before, I would open with 140 and then went 150. Now I wanted to take a risk, and I thought I really had a chance of doing that, 145 and 155. And I opened with 145, and then it was, I don't know, but I just couldn't go for a 150 bar. I needed to go 155. I would do 150. But I wouldn't be proud of myself. I'm more proud of the decisions that I took to go out on 155 and take that big of a risk. It could have cost me a podium, but I'm really proud that I went for it. So yeah, and the headspace between was not good. Anya was very helpful. He came to me and said, "Okay, you have 5 minutes to be sad, and then you move on."
Oh, so she knows that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the it was the first event of that day. So like,
Yes.
you knew this, of course, that you had to rally from that and get back and perform, but it's nice to have someone who can give you that advice. Hey, take a couple minutes, but we got to get back on track.
Yes.
And what was that event? What was the next event?
Cheaper that Brian's about to do. With sandbags.
Okay. And did you and after you took first in that, were you when you went back to Anya, what did she say to you after that?
I think she started crying a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yes.
Yeah. I think she's proud of what I'm doing, and I think we are mutually proud of each other. So yeah.
Wow. When you go to France, do you work out in her CrossFit gym? Does she go
Yes.
to a gym there?
Yes, Nero CrossFit Strasbourg.
Oh yeah, she's so proud of you. Damn. Brian, we need to talk to him for another hour. Unfortunately, I have to go. Do you want to finish up? Do you have a last question for the great Lazar?
I don't think a question. I just think it shows some of the work you've been doing since the games, and I'm excited with your finish this year. I think that I left you off the podium so that you could do what you always do.
I hope you continue to do that.
Feel the fire,
Because
Ryan.
you know what? At Rogue, he predicted me for 4th and Dark Horse for the podium, and I bombed the event completely. And for the games, he predicted 17th or something, and for the semifinals, he predicted 7th, and I kept proving him wrong, whatever he predicts. So I hope he predicts bad, and I just do good instead. The other way around.
Well, you're making it tough. You're clearly getting better, but and it's good to hear that you still have your nose to the floor and you're working hard on the stuff that you think you need to.
Yes.
Okay, last question from John Young from afar. Are you mad that Luka beat you in the lifting event?
No.
Are you happy that Luka beat you?
I'm happy for his effort and what he's done, because that was really huge for him, because he torn his meniscus a couple of months ago, and clean was whatever he cleans he will jerk, but his clean was very, very risky. It was risky movement for him to do, and I'm proud that he was able to clean it in a competition. So I'm not happy that he beat me. I don't want anybody beating me, but I'm proud of him for what for how he recovered from the difficulties. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your next couple of days, and we'll bug you again in the next month or so.
I hope so. See you soon.
Yeah,
Thanks,
easy to
Lazar.
talk to you. All right, bye.
Take care, man.
Bye.